Good afternoon. It is August 8th, 2025, and it's a Friday, and we are in the 4 p.m. hour, and settlement is 6413 and three quarters. Nice. This turned out to be a great Thursday close by. Overnight, what they did was essentially take out settlement hour right within the first minute. This is midnight right here. Then pre-London takes out the day open and true close. And essentially, if you took this overnight as a limit order, you did not get stopped out at 80 ticks, not even close. You got your 160, and hopefully within the next 15 minutes, you'll get 210 with hitting previous day's high here. What did I do? I was pretty much asleep for the open of the day. But essentially, what I had looked for, and I have the screenshots to back it up. Essentially, what I was looking for. Hate it when that happens. Essentially, what I was looking for is a retest of this 15-minute fair value gap. I think I blind bought here, but I think if I look on the actual contract, it was different. What I did overnight was I think I blind bought here, and then I put a limit order here. Wait, put a limit order here somewhere around discount. Held it overnight, didn't even look at it, and then once I woke up, we were in profit, and then this fair value gap, like I said, tagged it, kept going, and then for macro, for 315 to 345, what they essentially did, I was a little concerned here, but essentially what they were doing, that's London. All right, cool. So this is the essentially lunch low. They take this and then they go to wherever they want to go. Hopefully, it's previous day's high. No added volume on the actual contract. Um, Doubted on the continuous contract. It's having a little bit of difficulty loading. Um, hmm. Volume is having a little bit of difficulty loading right now, so I can't really give a good read on it. Okay, so this one loaded. Spy isn't added, but yesterday we had added. And remember, this is a good Thursday close by. To take it. Um, just the micro counts. The Awanda contract has added volume, and the actual index has not added volume. So that's not really a signal to me, but in terms of my rules, but to me that's actually a signal to these um to these all-time highs, and I want to see those all-time highs hit. We have CPI on Tuesday and then PPI on Thursday. That's the big news going into next week. It would be best to kind of just sit on your hands until that passes through. Um, Bitcoin, like we said, we've been looking at this fair value gap here. We officially signaled here, and we've practically done nothing but trade within this range. And right now, we want to see if what they would like to do is snag this low again, because this low lines up with discount, and it would be wise to just treat this as a macro that you want to buy. And yeah, we want to see it bounce off of this to then hit all-time highs and then go to a million. And I think that's pretty much it for today. um I haven't looked at stocks in a very long time. It's probably the same story. Look at that. That Microsoft is done for. I'm just gonna go through the monthly here. United States of Apple ran everyone out here, and we've been pretty much working our way towards here. That's a quarter low that I was looking at. We never tagged it, so we're probably gonna keep going here because this fair value gap, this monthly fair value gap is probably sufficient. I guess I saw this a while ago, but essentially we've tagged these quarter lows, this quarter low being the lowest. See, that's the quarter low. This quarter low being the lowest, and we're gonna hit all-time highs probably. Same with Amazon. Nvidia is a total deal. Tesla's being Tesla. If you got on the Elon hate train, you did miss out on some good holds. Shame on you. Meta. Uncle, what do we call him? We call him Uncle. I forgot his name. I'm going blank on his name, but Uncle something, Mr. Berkshire. Lily. Yes, I did see this in the headlines. Lily did flush lower for whatever reason. However, this would be the lowest low that I'm looking at here. This is the year low here. So let me call these out for the Lily holders right now. That's the year low. What year is that? 2024. Call it 2024. That's somewhere that you could put a position on here. And this is a Q4 low. Some spots that you could look at if we don't. And now, obviously, if we flush these, then you're going to have to cut here. But these are pretty good positions on Lily. So that's something official if you want to take it seriously. Apple chips. That looks like an all-time high. Maybe this quarter low. Maybe to 118. Maybe. Exxon, XLK. This essentially tracks the market for the most part. AMD. We had looked at that low. Now we're buying off of it. And Disney should go to the floor, hopefully, just for more reasons. That's Goldman Sachs, that's JP Morgan, that's Morgan and Stanley, that's Bank of America. This is Boeing. This is when that. No, that's not. That's COVID. Yeah, some bullshit happened with them at some point. I don't really see it on a monthly chart, but essentially it was just that quarter low, and that could get some more moves going. You want to see them flush over 278. I don't know what that is. That's Walmart. GME, the meme stock. Essentially, it's been a pump and dump since the meme took off in 2021. We've been looking at this low here. I think this is where that guy who's like holding a lot of GameStop tweeted something, and then that's when this move happened. That was just him probably pumping the market, but this is just going nowhere, to be quite honest. AT&T, Netflix, not really much to talk about there. That's the quarter low down there, but I don't see them going down there. That's the low. Palantir is something that one of my friends is really big on. I told them that that if the fundamentals was right, they were going to go to 100, and hopefully he's holding a really good bag here. That's a lot of money to be holding, especially if it's just shares. That's a great play. I think this is a quantum computing deal. You should definitely be buying stuff in terms of quantum computing. I know they kind of just pumped and crashed here, but I think quantum computing in general, I don't know about the company itself here, but quantum computing is the next step with what we're going to do with technology. So you got to give that one some time. This one also pumped and dumped like the last one, but this could climb up to its all-time highs, especially if quantum computing starts to get rolling. I think it will. IBM, IBM. This quarter low, they could be going to this quarter low. 211. Honeywell, and then we're back at Microsoft. Yeah. So those are my stock reads, just to get you through. Yeah, you want to see us hit all-time highs right now. Today was pretty good. You know, I pretty much stayed calm and slapped on the hands. Kind of got tilted through all of this, but we're back at it this way. Still not live until Q4. I'm waiting for Q4 to go live. But yeah, I'm liking my model now, which is essentially a limit order in the direction of, in my daily direction, a limit order at true close every day in the direction that I want to go in, 80 ticks, and then hold until settlement. That's generally my model, and if I miss it, then I have to trade the New York session for whatever it's worth. All right, you have a blessed day.